Ellen Harrison. She is our expert bookkeeper at QuickBooks Live. She's an active duty Marine turned Air Force spouse who overcame a 7-year employment gap. If you have employment gap issues, raise your hand or give me an emoji in the comments. Because if that's you, you need to hear from Ellen today. Her story is really going to inspire you.
Virtual employment is here to stay. I'm military spouse, VirtForce founder, and your remote work expert, Kimber Hill. Subscribe now to learn how you too can thrive in the virtual workforce.
I really encourage you to just network and find out what everyone can connect you with. And one of those connections was with VirtForce. And I had an email from the recruiter and attended an event just like this one a couple years ago. Afterwards, I reached out to the recruiter. I had some experience, but not all of it. And I was like, how can I learn here? And did some of the certifications and ultimately ended up applying. So the big thing that has changed for me is just finding a sense of self again. Intuit does have part-time opportunities. So I do only work 20 hours a week while my children are in school. My husband has a crazy schedule, like I'm sure all of your spouses do. So being able to be there for your children and provide that, not having to find so much childcare and relying on others is so difficult. So I work while they're at school, and then I can be a mom and a military spouse. So I can fulfill all my buckets, have my mom, military spouse, and career buckets filled. So in 2 years, I have done a couple different jobs with QuickBooks Live bookkeeping. I recently got a promotion, but the most exciting thing is we are PCSing this summer, and I don't have to find another job. I can take this with me we're going to Holloman in New Mexico. So that was very important to me when I was looking for something that I could continue and advance in my career and not just having to start over. So that has been a very positive change.
Congratulations on 2 years at Intuit. That's a really big deal, and we're super proud of that. So 2021, when you pulled in with Intuit, that was VirtForce's early partnership with Intuit. So after Intuit started hearing more stories like Ellen's, they realized that there was a need to help milspouses gain the necessary work experience to get hired. So we talked, and they created the free bookkeeping skills course. And the first time we sent out an email about that, we just used the headline, "Cancel 1 year of work experience at Intuit." And you guys may have seen that. It almost broke our CRM with how many replies and interest that we had in the role.
So then the bookkeeping course they came out with, we had the opportunity to take it ourselves, and I did go through that in my own time. I thought it was really cool. It was a good refresher from my college days over 10 years ago, painfully to say, but it was able to see a client's perspective, because sometimes you just get so sucked in to numbers and the facts, but they really broke it down into modules, and you're not just reading about it. It's hands-on, it's interactive, and I was able to relate it to what I was currently doing in my job as well. So I hope that you take this opportunity and really go through that course. So they do have career paths, and based on your experience and where you start out, there are opportunities for growth and promotions. Mostly doing bookkeeping to begin. There's lead roles up to manager roles. So yes, there is career advancement opportunities.
And my biggest piece of advice to you there is, if you love the company and you want to grow, you've got to be vocal about your desire to grow and your desire to move into more key positions. Be vocal with your team lead, check the open requisitions, be open with the HR department, let them know that you're looking.